Hey everyone, welcome to my sketchbook flip through. So this is a book I made that's a really handy travel size. I'll talk a little bit more about the book at the end, but first I want to show you some of the inside. So the inside, all the pages are some kind of watercolor paper. I did a variety just to test out some different papers. So that was fun, and in the beginning of most of my sketchbooks I like to have some color tests. So this was a gouache palette I was trying out, as well as some watercolors. And then when I go on trips, I like to lay out a calendar of what we're doing and also, keep a log of what we were doing on different days. As you can see, I like color, bright colors, and just sort of noting down what's going on in different places. So Savannah, Georgia was a fantastic trip. It is a beautiful place, lots of wonderful parks or squares everywhere, and great places to eat. Goose Feathers Cafe was a place we went over and over again for breakfast because that's just amazing. I loved that. And again, in the parks in Savannah, just fun, just, sitting under those big trees, watching the birds and the squirrels and people watching. It's just so lovely. And the fountains everywhere, great architecture. And then we jumped to Chicago. So one of the things I like here in this page is this little collage. I was looking out the hotel room at the Chicago, just all the great buildings there, and I made this little collage from the barcode stuff off my airline boarding pass. And then downtown at dusk and a rainy night in Chicago. And I was getting into doing Zentangles and all sorts of patterns at the time. And there was a photograph in the hotel room that was of downtown buildings. And that sort of sparked this and just inspired the rest of this page. And then in North Carolina at my parents' house, just looking at the beautiful garden they have. Some more Zentangle craziness. Again, I'm just playing with a white marker pen on black paper. And then this is at, the Tides Wharf at Bodega Bay, which is a really fun place to go for fantastic clam chowder and all sorts of seafood, plus wonderful views over the water. And that's a very special place, Bodega Bay. It's quite beautiful. And now Martha's Vineyard, other coast, so another beautiful picturesque place. And now Texas. So San Antonio, just beautiful, beautiful places. This little area called Las Veguitas. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but just love the buildings and the colors there. Of course, the Alamo, the Riverwalk, and San Fernando Cathedral. So then Santa Cruz. So this was so fun. The day we were there, it was getting cold already. It was November, so everything was closed for the season, but it was actually really sunny out. And so it was sort of this funny juxtaposition of all these bright colors of the, rides and the concessions and nobody around. So, and the map, a little map of Santa Cruz, some of the places we went, of course, Starbucks, that's very important. Gotta have my coffee. And a view of the Santa Cruz Wharf. And then the last bit is on the way back, we stopped in at Pescadero Beach and did a last little bit of sketching. So as promised, I want to talk a little bit about the book structure. So I took a class at San Francisco Center for the Book and learned how to make a buttonhole stitch binding. This binding is really nice because things lay flat as you're working, which is, really important when you're working in watercolor. You don't want things folding over on themselves or you're having to fight with the pages to keep them under control. So that's a look at my sketchbook. And if you have any questions, if you want to know about any of the materials I've used here or about the book, just let me know in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching.